I'm your host, Jason Tartick, and welcome to Trading Secrets. We talk all things money on this podcast, and we're teaching all the stuff we just weren't taught in the classroom. Nothing supports this show more than liking, commenting, and of course, subscribing. Welcome back to another episode of Trading Secrets. Today we are joined by reality TV and Jupiter's Florida's favorite couple, Tyler, Cameron, and Tate Madden. Many of you know Tyler from his numerous reality TV appearances, more specifically in Bachelor Nation, where he was looking to find love. Little did he know that true love was right under his nose, having met Tate while working at his company in Florida. Tyler and Tate have continued working together in their own entrepreneurial endeavors, including a new career pivot for Tyler, which we'll talk about here, and what Tate is up to. We're going to talk about all things. They've been on the pod before. Last time you were on the pod, you told me your whole story of how you guys met. You tried to lie to me and say that she was spinning a for sale or clearance sign. I called out the bullshit from a mile away. I learned how you actually met, and I even learned that you fired Tate.
Actually, I did fire her.
You did fire her.
Yeah, I did fire her.
Yeah. You fired your girlfriend.
I still be working really hard, you guys.
That's true. But no. He fired you, and now you're killing it.
Yes.
Now you're glowing and thriving. Yes.
Thanks to you.
We're crushing it. All right. We're doing an update episode here because you guys always have so much going on, and it happens so quickly. That's why I was like, while you're here, we got to sit back down. Recent news, you just signed with the Sirhan Group. I think a lot of people were surprised by that. They're like, wait a second. Tyler's going to go be a realtor. He's going to go work for someone else. He builds his own stuff. He's got his own Airbnb. He had his own TV show. He's a model. He's a creator. Now he's going to go be a reality realtor. Talk to me about that decision.
Yeah. So, I think we're all trying to figure out what our passions are, what our gifts are and whatnot. And, I kind of wrote this in my Substack the other day that I think my gift is just being and working with people. And I'm a people person. Sometimes it's exhausting for Tate.
But also my favorite thing about him.
Yeah. But I just love working with people. I love pleasing people, like making sure like they get what they need, they're happy, all that. But, so I was like, okay, what is that? That's one of my favorite things to do is be with people and help people and work with people. The other thing I love to do is just look through Zillow, look at real estate. I'm always on LoopNet, Zillow, anything you can look at, I'm always looking at for real estate. And it's like 11:30 at night, I can't sleep, and she rolls over. It's just me on Zillow. And so I was like, what if I combine my two passions? Because I'm always finding real estate for myself, and now I've started finding it for my friends recently. And then I combine it with people. I'm like, boom, I'd be a great realtor. So, and another thing too is like being a GC is very, very difficult.
Yeah.
General contractor, building houses and working for other people. When you have clients, you got to be on that job every single day to make sure it's getting done correctly. But, I can still do that in the capacity of just building my own projects.
Okay.
So I'll still do spec homes or my own houses that I'll renovate and flip. But I just have a hard time being able to go out and do others right now. I'm working on finding a partner to do that stuff with. But right now, it's just too much on my plate. But real estate, being a realtor, is so much more fluid than a contractor. You have to be there day to day.
Gotcha. Will you go on the realtor reality television show, Owning Manhattan, under Sirhan?
No, I'm not a part of any of that.
So you won't be part of the show at all?
No. So,
okay.
Owning Manhattan, I'm in Jupiter.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to own Jupiter.
Yeah.
So they just filmed season 2. It comes out December 5th, which is exciting. It's going to be a rock star show once again. They're on Netflix. They got another. They were like the fastest show one of the fastest shows to get a second season.
They popped quick.
Yeah.
Why not? If you're going to be a realtor, and Tate, I'm coming to you in a second, but if you're going to be a realtor, why not just create your own firm? Why go to Sirhan's?
Because the power in Sirhan is incredible. I've witnessed it from just being there. I've been there 1 week. I've had 2 people come to me about that are buyers, trying to buy over $10 million. I got another person coming to me about...
Wait, people are putting $10 million listings on your table already?
They're coming to me to help them find $10 million.
Wow.
I got people coming to me about a new development, in the Hope Sound, Jetson Beach, Stewart area to do a bunch of townhomes. It just opened so many doors. And then when you talk about what's already been done in Palm Beach County, the Sirhan Realty is number 1 in 2. After 2 years, they're already number 1.
Wow.
In Delray Beach. They're doing $750 million a year.
Wow.
And and before Sirhan's name was there, it was probably 50, 60 million at that same brokerage. And now the Sirhan stamp is on it, and he's there. he's a motor.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He's any big listing, he's there. He supports his people. He supports his team. There's no bigger momentum in the real estate game than Sirhan.
He's been on the podcast. He's an absolute beast. Tate, are you going to be involved in this business at all? Are you going to be a realtor?
I don't think I'm going to be a realtor.
Okay.
But I do want to just add a little something to that. I think why you want to start your own is I think one of the best things about Tyler is he knows when he isn't the best in a certain field and he enjoys learning. So obviously he has more doors that open up in the position that he's in to meet these people to teach him. And he is one of the most excited people I've ever seen, like when he meets certain people that inspire him to just want to learn, sit, learn, talk. Like he will talk to people for hours.
Yeah.
So I think that Ryan was like the perfect person for him to come into contact with because he's just, I think, looks up to him.
And even like the local guys, Christian Practice, who's
Yes.
my broker, and you know, we're basically training every morning together, and he's, you know, we're working out together. I'm teaching him the gym, he's teaching me real estate. You know, I'm just soaking up everything. You know, Bill Volpe, like, you know, great names that are doing such big things on it. They just took me in, you know, and it's you know, I was kind of concerned, like, are people going to be like, oh, who's this fucking Joe Schmo?
Sure.
He's hot shit from reality television. No, they're like, yeah,
you're part of the family type vibe.
And I love being a part of a team. You know, like I played football my whole life. I played sports my whole life. Like team culture is the best culture.
I love it. How do you get compensated as a realtor under Sirhan? Like, how does it work? Is there salary? Is it a percentage of what you sell?
You eat what you kill.
Really, that's it?
Yeah, you eat what you kill. You got to go sell to make money.
That's right. And like a percentage is 3 to 5%, something like that?
Well, realtor typical is like listing agent is 3, buying agent is 3. It can vary, of course, like, but usually 6% of the deal is always say for the realtors.
Okay.
And then it can vary, so, you know, because it's all in control of the owner of the house. So the owner can be like, oh, I want to give that 4% or 3%, and then they have to figure out how to divvy it up.
Okay.
After that.
So it's all based on that. When do you have like a dollar amount of a house you want to meet as a minimum threshold? Like I want to only sell properties over $1 million value, or do you have that threshold?
No, I think especially now I'm cutting my teeth. Like, I'd be happy to take anyone's home.
Okay.
You know? Like, I just got a listing for $700K.
Let's go.
And I'm thrilled. You know, like honestly, that's the market I buy in a lot.
Yep.
That's the market I really, really know well because I've always been buying those houses to turn into short-term rentals and whatnot. So like I'm excited to hop into this one. And what's cool about, like, you never know who you're selling for. And the person that has got this house, he's also a developer. Like this is just like a fun flip that he's doing. So it's like he hit me up. I was like, heck yeah, I'll do this. You know, if I said no, that probably turns down any opportunities more with that person.
Yeah, and it's like you've created this interesting spider web where you meet the developer, you can sell his home, and the developer can then help you with other projects that can touch other things. I love it. It's so smart. We'll come back to real estate, but for Tate, right now, you are ripping on social media. You're killing it out there. You are now like building your own brand in a massive way. I think you and I did a funny video where you and I were like sitting by the pool sipping margaritas. Tate was like ripping down drywall, taking off the wallpaper. You're in it. It feels like interior design like is a big part of your brand right now. Tell me about like what is your vision as you continue to thrive within building a brand now?
Honestly, right now I'm just going with the flow in a bit. I kind of dove into this spontaneously because we were, you know, redoing our house. And I've always loved design, but I never thought you know, you always question, like, am I good at this? Am I not good at this? And I was very nervous when we first were discussing, like, oh, like, let's start doing reveals of our house. And I was kind of like, okay, like, I don't know.
What were you nervous about? Like what people would say about your design?
Yeah, I'm still working on that. Okay. I think I'm new to all of this still. And so, I mean, he always has talks with me as far as like, stop reading things, stop doing that. You know, I get my feelings hurt and whatnot. And I think I'm getting better at it. But yeah, like he always says, like you can read a million good ones and then you're always going to fixate on that one bad one.
That's real.
And it was so true with me. I'm like, well, why do they think that of me? Like, I need to explain myself. Like, I need to explain to them that, like, no, I'm a good person. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's like people just want to say what they want to say, and it's fine. So I think going into doing like our first reveal, I was just nervous. Like, oh, people are going to say I'm stupid, or like, oh, look at this girl trying to like be someone, blah, blah, blah. But the reaction, honestly,
went crazy.
People love it.
I was trying to find a bad one, and there wasn't, and it was such a good feeling because I did enjoy it so much granted, there was times where we were really knee deep in some shit where I was like, maybe I don't enjoy this.
Wait, like you two or the project?
Just the
okay.
Just so much going on. Like everything's ripped apart. Like we have half of our stuff in storage, half of our stuff at this apartment we're living in right now while our house is being renovated. Then there's another, like we had a pod in our driveway that we had other stuff. So it was just like chaos. I was overwhelmed. It was just anxiety.
And you're also like working, like we would work on the house from sun up to sundown, get in bed. We're still like trying to buy and shop for the next day of things we need to do. Like,
and mind you, we're like
you're doing it yourself. You're in the weeds. Yeah.
We had help, but like a lot of like the bigger projects, like, I mean, my mom's a badass. I grew up with her. I mean, I'm one of 6 siblings. We didn't have a lot of like savings. So if she wanted an upgrade to our house, like she was going to figure it out herself and like make it happen. So I always watched her and I was like, wow, like I love that she can do that stuff. So I always wanted to learn.
So she was like your inspo from a design perspective.
And we flew her in a couple times. I mean, she's just the best in the whole universe. And so when we went into it, I'm like, I'm going to do this, this, and this. Then everything starts getting ripped out and it starts to seem so big and you start to get buried and it's like claustrophobic and you're like, oh my gosh, what did I just commit to? So there were some things where I was like, you get people on the phone, you get them here right now, like to help me. But other stuff, like I did it myself and I'm really proud now that it's over. But in the moment, I'm like, wow, we're really just like starting our relationship. We're
diving into work.
Just, diving into dating, work, like no one even knows we're dating yet. Like there's that whole like balance of like, that's new too. We also thought we could live in the house. Then we're like moving into this small apartment with my sister and her boyfriend. And like, we have all the dogs and like, it was a lot going on. And now that we're over it, I was like, dang, if we can get through this, like we really can get through anything. Cause we were thrown to the trenches, like straight out the gate. So it was hard. But in the end, I think the reaction to people and like seeing that they really enjoyed what we gave them as far as like the reveal goes, it was definitely, I can say like a very proud moment for me. I was like, I did that. Like we did that.
And also was like kind of like, okay, we belong in this space.
You could do it.
Yeah.
We can do this.
You could do it. Let me ask you this. We'll talk a little bit about what your future looks like with design and what your plan is. But before we do that, you've done a bunch of renovations. You did the gym. You did the showings. People love this stuff. Talk to me about like for each one of the projects you're showing, how much are you spending on those projects? Give me an idea of how much time, and then give me an idea of like what you think it actually translate into increased equity. If you had to guess those things for all your projects.
Yeah. So I think in total, we've gutted our whole house. We ripped it to the freaking studs.
Yeah.
Everywhere, and I think in total, we've probably spent around $250,000 to $300,000.
Doing it all.
Okay.
And what'd you buy for? What did we buy for? Like, I mean,
we bought the house for $600. We bought the house for $600.
What did we buy for?
What did we buy for, honey?
We bought it for $660.
Put $300 in.
And we put about $300 in, so we're about $960 now. I think homes, like we've already seen homes selling for like, our size, not updated, for $800,000. So I think we're in an area where like we could probably get 1.1, 1.2.
Nice.
I still need to put some money in the exterior, but that's now. I don't think this is a buy and sell now to ever make money.
You're holding it.
This is a buy and hold. There's major developments happening 2 streets from us that is going to bring massive, massive amounts of money.
Gotcha.
And that, like, if I can hold this house for 10 years, 10 years, that's where the money's made.
Interesting.
So this one, we bought it. We probably spent a little bit more than what the house deserved, to be honest. Because every house has an amount you shouldn't spend over. Because then you're just like gold plating the house.
Well, if it was let's call it $650 and you spend $325, that's 50% of the actual cost of the house, which typically is more than you would put into a house, right? So
exactly. But we also this was the more we got into it, the more like, oh, we love it in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
We can see ourselves being here long term.
Gotcha.
When we originally started renovating, he was like, I want to be here for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then you get the portability tax.
And
you
then
sell
I'm killing
it,
myself.
then you don't have to pay taxes on it.
Gotcha.
You go up. You just go, you push it, defer it to the next house.
I love it.
So that was my plan.
You're teeing me up here. You're talking about that. I'm going to come back to real estate. I'm coming back to interior design, but you're talking about long-term here. I mean, how's long-term planning going with the relationship here?
It's going really well.
You need a ring guy? I got a ring guy.
I know you got a ring guy.
So any long-term planning, any updates there? What do we got?
I think things are going in a great direction. I think I definitely.
Tate's scouring.
Right I just don't want to be that girl. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you don't want to ever be the girl. It's like, when are you gonna propose to me? So I just kind of keep my mouth shut on this.
No, gotcha. We're definitely making all those strides, and I definitely see us there.
Fucking right. Let's go. All right, back to business here.
I would marry him in a second, but I want it to be he wants to marry me. I don't want to be like.
I do want to. I know I do want to marry you.
Do you? How bad?
Yeah, say it now, bitch.
Yeah, come on. What's about to happen?
Are we doing this right here, right now?
But yeah. So next question.
Okay. If you need an officiant, let me know. All right. So anyway, we can do this right here. Anyway, best house flip you've ever had, and I'll come back to interior design right after this. We talked about 650, added 300. You want to sell for 1.1. That's a $200K profit. Give me the best flip
one. My mom's house.
Okay, and talk to me. So give me the numbers.
So my mom's house was appraised at $450,000.
Okay.
And that was before renovations. And that's a true number because houses in that area at that time were still selling that were beat up and old, like my mom's, 500, so that was like a true good number. We put $250 into the house. It appraised for $1 million once we were done.
Wow. So, oh my gosh.
So you say what? 250 on 450, 675. $1 million, so then
300K,
325 on the profit.
That's a big one.
Yeah, so
I love it.
I only pulled out what I put into it. So I pulled out the reason why I got it appraised because I had refinanced it, pulled out the 225, so then I can get my money out of it. And now I split the profits with my brothers.
Split the profits, then go invest in something else, and now additionally you'll be able to sell that house, right?
Mm-hmm. So then never sell it. Never sell it. That's the childhood.
No, I mean, you'll be able, like any house, you'll be able to actually sell the property and make money off that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I got you.
But my whole goal is to buy and hold.
Interesting.
Buy and hold. Because I remember as a kid, like talking to my dad. My dad was like, like I bought your mom's house for $90,000 in 1993.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn. Why didn't you buy the whole block, Pops?
Sure, I know.
He's like, well, $90,000 was all I had.
Yeah.
He's like, I had to steal from my job, like, because he was a contractor. He's like, so I didn't pay any workers for 2 weeks, and then to go buy the house, I deferred payments to everybody, and then paid him a little bit more because I felt bad,
Yeah.
And he's like, but that's all I had,
Mm-hmm.
And so, if I can, and so my thought process, I was like, if you just buy and hold and 10, 20, 30, that's 30 years later. Now the house is worth $1 million.
Yeah.
It's a good appreciation right there.
Appreciation. Damn.
Because real estate, there's so many advantages to it. There's the appreciation, there's the depreciation, there's the rental income that's building you equity. Mm-hmm. It's just such a good thing to do. And it's so, if you're making a lot of income, it goes against your income. It's great.
Plus you have like the infrastructure. You have, your dad's in the business, your brothers help out in the business. Tate is interior designer. Mm-hmm. You had a contracting company. You're now a realtor yourself. Like you're building that whole empire.
Exactly.
Tate, let's talk about it. What's your empire going to look like? Interior design. What do you do from here? Do you create a brand? Do you start fucking going full Martha Stewart and writing books? Get your own show? Like what does it look like?
I didn't tell Jason to ask this question.
Yeah. Is this something you ask often?
Wait, did you do?
No.
Oh, I was like, what? No, Tyler tries to talk to me about this all the time because he would love for me to start a design firm. The thing about me is I don't have the same personality as Tyler. So yes, I'm very outgoing. I love people, but in the sense of I'm social. He loves the challenge of taking someone who maybe is a little, I don't even know like the words to say it. For example, our short-term rentals. If there's a guest that's upset about something or, whatever it may be, he is thrilled to go over these people. He gets fired up to go win them over, fix the problem, come back. He's like, they love me now. They asked me to go on the boat. Like they asked me to go fishing. That gives me such anxiety and it makes me panic. And he doesn't really understand that because he's so different. Where if I've been a personal shopper for people.
Yeah.
Where I hate the confrontation. Like I'm such like I don't like people being upset with me. So the thought of designing for just like clients kind of gives me a lot of anxiety where it's like, you're always going to upset someone. Someone's always going to want something cheaper, but then still want, the product to be what is
we call
elevated.
it champagne taste on beer budget.
Yes. Where it's like, if I can't
that.
deliver, and it's like, I don't know how to handle those type of people like he does so well.
Yeah.
Like he thrives on it, and I kind of like cower, which I don't particularly like about myself, but it's something that I recognize, where I think that I would love if we were able to like buy more properties and like turn them into short-term rentals, make like fun themes for each of the houses, and do that whole thing and then show them on social media. I think that would be super fun. But yeah, the whole design firm.
Which we're about to do again.
Can I challenge
Yeah.
this? Well, my thought I have is like, if you're the artist, if you're designing, that's your value add. If you're forte, like the musician that's sitting on a concert, his value add is singing or playing the guitar. He doesn't know how to fucking negotiate. He doesn't know how to do his deals for the most part, his or her deals. So like, if you have such a skill set at designing, but it's the business stuff that you're not strong at, just hire a business operator to do all negotiations, all conversations, all conflict resolution. You just be the artist.
Yeah. No, that's really smart.
Right? Like if that's your skill set, which I think it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That'd be great.
Or I think there's other areas too, like
Haley.
Yeah, Haley.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Or you can create your own, you create your own book or your own thing that people can actually buy as opposed to like them buying your services too. So you can still showcase your art.
Yes. I also think that it's something that might be just growing pains.
Sure.
Where I do like when he challenges me with that, because I think he believes in me so much, and which is wonderful, and he thinks I'm so great. I think, one, I get nervous of like letting him down, letting myself down, but I also am very competitive in the sense where I do have thoughts where I'm like, rise up to like the challenge, like prove to yourself that you can, be someone who you always were scared to be, in a sense, which also excites me in some way, but also makes me nervous. But I think that's life. And I think that you only get so far in life if you take those chances where you do things that make you nervous and make you uncomfortable. So yeah, I go back and forth on like, hey, you know yourself, be true to yourself. You understand what you want, but then also the competitive side of me and the other side of me is like, no, Tate, you're better than this. Like, be someone who you maybe never thought you could be, and like prove to yourself that you can be that person. So it's always, a little bit of a, shifting.
But you've already, like you're already, since you've been on this podcast before, you've already proven in many ways that you can do this, right? Like think about what you're doing right now. Let's actually, we talk go ahead.
And I think grown too. Like
Grown.
even just like the way you're communicating and talking on this podcast, you sound so much more knowledgeable and intuitive to what you are in this industry compared to like the last talk.
Last time it was like she was nervous to come on. Yeah. Now she's running the whole fucking show.
Yeah. I'm a star.
She's the host now. All right, well, let me ask
Thank
you this
guys
though.
for
We talked a
noticing.
little money on this podcast. I don't know if you could share this. There's a point to it. How much were you making before Tyler fired you?
I was making $60K.
$60K. Okay, my question to you now, he fired you. You started your own little path. Have you outpaced that in earnings?
Yes, by like quadruple.
Let's go.
Yeah.
See, you're already
My guy.
You're already.
Was that a
doing your
rewire
shit.
plug?
Yeah.
That was a rewire plug. Let's
Literally.
go. But no, you set me up with your like. I'm worried about carving my path.
I think you guys had her surpass that the first month you guys were working together.
All you said was just I said, give me the go, Tate. We will do
Yeah.
it for you.
And I said,
but
you're my
doing
friend, Jason. I trust you. And hell yeah,
Yeah,
brother.
but you're doing it yourself.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
and-
Like
and-
you're making it easy.
I will say, I mean, no one ever talks. I don't know if people ever talk about your business on here. You're always talking about everyone else's business.
Yeah.
Because I get to see it on her side and the way you guys work and the way you guys go get deals.
Get it.
Like you guys hustle. You guys are like probably the strongest outgoing agency there is.
Yeah, with
And
outbound work.
I think
Appreciate that.
that is going like you're going to create such value. Well, you create such value already, but you're going to create such value for your brand, and something big is going to happen.
Yeah.
Not to
I
mention the
appreciate it.
team that you have, and
Yeah.
the people. There has not been a single person that I've communicated with that I just don't think is the most elite type of human ever. Like
That's
just
so
such
sweet of you
great
guys.
people who just care, and they can also be your friend, but also they're grinding for it. Like it's really
I appreciate that. It's funny, when we started it, I was just like, we could do something different. I never expected it might be like the long-term thing. And now it's like starting to outpace and outgrow everything else. Like, and that's why I want you to do your interior design. Like, you never think in 10 years it will be this thing, but then it just happens. And kind of like your real estate, like we're talking about, like, you just got to fucking do it. Yeah. Just like go do it, and then watch it like become something you never could have imagined it become.
You just got to go. And like, put one foot in front of the other, keep doing the right thing, and just good things start falling into place.
They fall into place. It's true.
But if you sit and are stagnant and you're scared and you're nervous, you're just going to be in the same place. You just have to move forward.
Okay.
And
Tate, we're literally telling you. We're literally telling you. You have no choice.
Exactly. Like, you just.
I'm going to do it, you guys.
Like, being uncomfortable makes you so much better.
100%. All right, let's talk about this. A little TV time. I mean, you had your own show. That's where you guys met. I got the pleasure of being on that show. What are you thinking entertainment wise? Like, are you trying to get back on TV? Do you think reality TV is in your future? What does it look like?
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely working on some things.
Any dating shows? No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe
just kidding. No. Don't answer that.
But no,
what's the offer?
We're definitely working on some things. We're trying to, get Tate on TVs. I want her to be my designer on the show. That would be like a dream.
Love it.
That's my dream date.
Oh,
that's cute.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's so soft and romantic these days.
But
adorable.
No, I think that would be great. We have some fun ideas up our sleeves right now we're working on, and hopefully we can make it back on the screen soon.
All right, let's go. Are you pitching a couple things out maybe?
Yeah, we're working. I never stop working.
Never stop. You're hustling in every single direction.
I'm an Emmy nominated like TV
Wait,
guy.
Does that mean, because I was a guest on that show, does that mean I got an Emmy nomination?
I think we can say you're an Emmy.
We're all going to
nominated
Emmy.
talent.
I can throw it down.
Exactly.
Wait, so all right, let's talk about that. To get nominated for the Emmys, do you have to like pay someone off? How's that work?
No,
literally
a check
at
at
someone's
the story
door?
of my Emmy nomination.
He thought someone.
I'm walking. Like, we're doing a little dog walk at the end of the night, and I get a call from our showrunner Chaz, who
I remember Chaz.
Love him
Shout
to
out
death.
Chaz.
And Chaz goes, "You just got nominated for an Emmy." I go, "Haha, Chaz, what's the joke? What's going on today?" And he goes, "No, I'm dead ass." And he sends me an article, and then I send it to my agent, or I send it to Haley, and she's like, I don't know what this is. She didn't think it's real either.
Just like threw it out.
Yeah. And I was like, no, like Chaz is saying this is real. We should look at it. And then she digs, and then she's like, oh shit, we just got an Emmy nomination.
So are you gonna go?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna campaign. I don't even think you can campaign, but I'm gonna campaign somehow.
That is insane. Yeah. If you win an Emmy, I will shit my. Actually, we'll all win an Emmy. So we're all team Emmy.
We'll have a hell of a party after.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of Emmys, what didn't get an Emmy was the video of you getting doused in milk, dancing out there. It went like viral. I'm curious. You're new to this space. There was a lot of noise. There was a lot of like love for it, but there was also like a lot of chirps and stuff. More hate? How do you feel? Like, I thought it was hilarious.
I think there's more love than hate, but it just depends on how you see it.
Definitely more hate.
But that was like your first dose of dealing with that. How did it impact you?
It was rough. I think it was my first situation where, wow, people are creating this entire narrative over something that like they weren't there. They actually don't know. And you see people storytell about you and like what things are as like a fact. And it's so hard to reel it in and not be like, explain yourself. Like, this isn't what happened. Like, you're wrong. Like, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this. And that was definitely a learning curve for me because all I wanted to do was defend myself. Also, my parents want to defend me.
Yeah.
My dad's like, oh, I'm about to. And I'm like, Jeff
Dad?
Madden.
I think Dad is currently banned on TikTok for defending her.
Wait, actually? Your dad was in the comments just ripping?
My dad has commented things back to people like saying bad.
Crazy.
Like, yeah.
Wait, like actually?
If they say bad things about
Give me an example. Like, what does he say?
He's like... He commented one time.
You can't be this dumb.
You can't be this dumb, you bitch.
Yeah, like something bad.
Stop.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mr. Madden.
You gotta take that down. And he's like, I just don't understand. And I'm like, Dad, like I love you. Like he'll just fight to the death for me.
Yeah, my mom was the same way. I remember like.
Oh, your mom would get in the weeds.
Oh yeah. I remember my mom. I saw it on a Facebook post, and someone commented about me and Hannah when we were walking down the boardwalk on our hometown date, and I was like, shirtless, we're getting ready to go dance after the boat. And there was like someone comment like, if he was going on the TV, you think he'd lose a few pounds? And my mom goes, let me see your 6-pack, fat ass.
I love it.
Yeah, there's one side of it where it's like, I love the passion of the parents. Like, there's no one that'll just like fight
protect
to the
their
death for
kids.
you, like your parents. But at the same time, I think it's a learning curve for my whole family, because my family is ride or die. So it's definitely, we have had some talks, like we all, like, let's all just say it in the family group chat. What we want to say.
I like
but like,
it.
let's not
public.
Let's not air it out.
Yeah. It's a whole different ball game out there. Yeah. And it impacts your business, which is crazy, right?
Exactly.
So it's hard
let's not look completely crazy.
You went from reporting to Tyler Cameron to now managing your own brand
so now
online.
I report to her.
And now Tyler reports to you. One thing I got for you, Ty.
I'm on Tate's brand trip this weekend.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah, I am.
You are the
I am the
guest.
plus
You're
one.
the plus one.
I'm
You're
the
lucky
plus
you got
one.
invited.
I'm the passenger.
I'm talking about
now.
stock. Like, I would buy her stock right now.
Buy now.
I would hold yours.
Yes.
I would hold yours.
Okay.
I wouldn't sell yours.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll buy yours.
Take a hold.
I would buy your stock. Don't worry. A question I got about buy or sell or hold Bachelor in Paradise. You watching it at all?
Have not watched it yet. I do want to check it out though.
Yeah. Okay. Any takes on what do you think? We're here. Love Island people are here. We're literally talking about and seeing their success and everything. We're from the Bachelor franchise. What do you think?
You know what?
Business wise with Bachelor.
I think this might be like people. The Bachelor is such a serious show because it's about like getting engaged. Paradise is about getting engaged. So I think everyone's like, we need more mature people to be on the show. We need people that are older. But the older people, like, I just don't think are as fun, and bring the young, hot, sexy people back. Like Hannah was 24, I think.
Yeah. How old were you when you went on?
I was 26.
I was 29.
I'm a kid.
Yeah.
Like bring the fun, crazy kids. Like Luke Parker was young.
Yeah.
And he was a fan. He was the best villain in TV ever. Like bring young, immature people, because you're gonna get crazy shit and it's gonna be entertaining. Like, these are reality people. They're not geniuses. They're not. Like quit looking up to us. Just look at us as idiots. Yeah. The idiots that we truly are.
We're here to entertain you.
Yes.
Fan base. We are idiots.
We truly are.
No, all right. That's fair. So a good take on that.
But
good take on that.
Good take, Tyler.
Get younger. Get younger, I guess, is what I would say.
Okay, so Bachelor franchise, you buying, you holding, you selling?
Holding. No. Yeah, hold. No. What do you think?
I think holding. I think over time it could, if...
You know what? Buy, actually.
Wow.
I'm flipping the script here. I'm buying it. I like that they're trying to change. They have the noose. They're shooting a different way. Like, I think it looks prettier. I think it's going to take an adjustment for people.
Okay.
But like, Bachelor in the past was so, like, it was old. Like, I remember when I was on the show 6 years ago. I was walking around the set. I'm like, this design, this decor is all like old and dated. Like, they need to update and spruce this whole thing. The house, everything.
Yeah.
And now, like, they're making it young and hot and hip. Like, this is much better. And I think it's because they're getting pressure from Love Island and all these other places. And I think it's a good step in the right direction. Anytime you make a big change, though, there's always going to be a little backlash. There's always going to be a little hate.
Growing pains.
Growing
In
pains.
the end, it would be very beneficial for them to just turn it up a notch.
I just think they need to go and get somebody, like a big star, to be the Bachelor. Pay somebody some money. Like, we see Harry's getting married, or Let's Marry Harry. Like that, like, people are going to tune in because it's a big person to watch.
Sure.
Get someone who's going to like shock and awe everybody. Bring them in.
Yeah.
Don't bring Joe Schmo, because you're just going to, there's no story to it.
Yeah.
I want to hear about someone who's we watched for 8 years on TV or this or that.
I agree with that. I agree. Go back and get someone. Like, in the old days, they would do like The Bachelor was like, I think, like a celebrity or like an athlete or like, I agree with that. Like, go get someone who's
stud.
Yes. Yeah.
That people would
but there's a storyline. Like, obviously you're not going to be able to get Joe Burrow, but like, you need someone that's like in the game, that people like them, brings in a new audience. And people want to follow.
Trying to recreate a Joe, grocery store Joe.
No,
or those guys.
I think it's done.
Like, he's a one hit. Like, one hit wonder.
No one is done. No one's ever in the franchise done what Joe's done.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, it's impossible.
It's trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Yeah,
where if you go, and there's 1,000 grocery store guys that you want to try and do like an unsung hero. No, go get that guy who is a stud.
Yeah. And if you look at business, like E! News, we just saw their TV show just got canceled after 34 years. You're seeing TV shows get canceled. You're seeing things change. Like, it's all digital now. You got to get people, like whoever you get, go make sure that they're good at digital
Yeah, you
too.
gotta have someone that's good at
Because they
social
got to
media.
be pumping it out, and you can't be like
And that's
hindering
what these young
them.
kids are.
You got to let these like island kids are 10 times better than us.
Yes.
So I'm like taking notes. They got all these different cameras and shit. I'm
Yeah,
like, what are we doing?
they
We've been
got-
doing this
they
shit
got
for
the
7
live.
years.
They got this,
They
this.
know everything. Stream it.
The tripods. the
Yeah, I'm like, hey,
lights.
can we get a picture?
Yeah.
Let's edit it and throw a caption up.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's
a
like
different game out
go
there.
get the young guys because you need them to promote the show.
That's right. All right. Well, we're in the Hamptons right now. We're going to go have a good rest of our day. Thank you guys for being Trading Secrets. Before we do, let's go. Goals. What is the income goal for yourself? Let's talk about the real estate game. How much in 2026? You're just starting now. 2026, you're going to hit your stride. How much you want to make as a realtor only?
By
Go.
the end of 2026,
By the end of 2026.
I want to hit 50 million in sales, which means
50
I
million.
bring home like hopefully 1.5. I think
1.5 mil. All right, Tate, with your brand and what you're doing and how you're doing it from now to 2026, end of 2026, what do you want to make? Throw it out there. Dream big.
26.
Year and a half.
I'd like to make like
Just
close to $500,000.
All right, half a mil.
In a year and a half, so probably like
babe, my girl's buying me a pool.
All right.
800.
Oh, Andrew's in the
800K,
house over here.
800K.
Let's go.
Hey.
Hey. All right, we got to wrap with your trading secret. Give us a trading secret that's unique to Tyler and Tate. What can you end with?
You want to go first?
Trading secret. Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. I kind of was harping on it earlier, just hammer down again. Keep moving forward. Actually, scratch that. Olandria's here. I'm going to say this to you, like, use your network and voice what you want to do. Right. And I've done that. I've just voiced what I want to do. And all of a sudden people start helping you connect the dots.
Right.
So use your network, voice what you want to do, put it out there.
Right.
And all of a sudden things start happening. I put out there that I wanted to be a realtor. Next thing you know, I'm a Sirhan. Next thing you know, I'm getting such bigger deals than I could have ever imagined.
Mm-hmm.
Put it out there, network, and good things will come.
I like it. All right. And where can everyone find everything you two have going on? Landry, you're coming up next.
You can go to Tyler J. Cameron. You
Yep.
can go to
Ta-da,
Estate.
_Estate.
Ta-da.
And then you can go to our
That's wild.
Substack where we really dive in, and then that is Sable Life by Tate and Tyler.
Stable living.
Stable Living by Tate and Tyler.
All right. Well, thank you guys for being in this episode of Trading
Thanks for having
Secrets.
us.
Yes, yes.
All
Thank you.
right.